Hello everyone, welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Our subject today is EVS 2 Standard 5. We are going to discuss chapter number 8, Beginning of the Settled Life, part 1. In the last lesson number 7, we learned how the Stone Age man learned to protect himself from the severe cold. He started living in caves first. He started making fire to protect himself from the cold, and later he learned to make tents with the help of hide of animal to protect himself from the severe cold. He also started moving from one place to another in search of better climatical conditions and food availability. We also saw that because the big animals like mammoth were at the verge of extinction, he started hunting small animals like mountain goat, deer, etc. And he also turned largely towards fishing activities. Later on, he learned how to grow crops, and because of the nature of agricultural work, made it necessary for him to stay in one place for a longer period of time, and this gave rise to permanent village settlement where Stone Age man lived in his own huts generation after generation. Now, in this lesson, we are going to see the social organization and the culture of these village settlements. Let us go through the various points that we are going to discuss in this lesson. First one is beginning of the domestication of animal and agriculture. 8.2 Special skills and various occupation. 8.3 Community life based on mutual cooperation. 8.4 Structure of houses. 8.5 Village settlement, kingship and family. So, let us begin by domestication of animals and agriculture, that is 8.1. It is believed that dog was the first animal that was domesticated by the Stone Age man. Domesticated animals like the dog, goat, sheep, cattle, buffalo, etc. were useful to the man in many ways, and therefore he learned how to capture these animals, how to calm them down, and how to obtain the useful material like milk and cow dung and leather and meat, etc. from them. From them, the training them to work for humans as beasts of burden. At the beginning, they had to learn how to capture the wild animals and which animals they should exactly capture for domestication. Of course, they cannot capture tiger and a lion for domestication. So they had to first learn which animals they could capture for domestication and how to capture them from the wild. Following are the points in which they started getting trained. First is the capture of wild animal. Second is taming the captured animal, that is training them to live with the human beings. And third point is obtaining the useful material like milk etc. from them and training them to work for humans as beasts of burden. And when they could do all the above things, it was said that he is completely domesticated animal. Domesticating animal and keeping them for our own use is a part of animal husbandry. Many animals like the dog, goat, sheep, cattle, buffalo, etc. were domesticated. I repeat again, dog was the first animal to be domesticated by the humans in the Middle Stone Age, and dog was used for hunting by when they used to go for hunting in the forest, they used to also have their dogs with them. Later on, even goats and sheep were domesticated. By the archaeological evidence, it is found that agriculture first began in Israel and Iran about 11,000 years ago. It was believed that the agricultural activities were being started by the women who used to be in their huts when men were out for hunting. Women used to do various experiments and try to do various new things. So it is believed that they must have started pointing using pointed stick like structure to sow the seed. This stick were weighted by using a perforated stone to help in digging deeper. Till today, some tribal women use this method of sowing the seed. The introduction of plough, however, increased the agricultural production. As a result, agriculture became the main source of livelihood. To obtain good crops, nature and deities were worshipped by the people. Sharing of agricultural tasks, water resources, and security of the village settlement became important tasks. Rules and customs were made by the people of the village settlements to manage these things. This gave rise to social system which was based on agriculture. Agricultural production increased on a very large scale after the plough pulled by animals came into use. And agriculture then became the main source of livelihood. People in the village settlement established certain rules and regulations and some customs to manage various things. Thus, a social system based on agriculture came into existence. Now, let us see 8.2 special skills and various occupations. At the beginning, the foodstuff like milk, fruits, and roots were obtained by the humans by collecting from the forest or by hunting the animals. But this gathered food could not be stored for a longer period of time. They had not learned the technique of storing the food for longer period of time, and hence what would happen, all the men and women would be continuously busy in collecting and gathering food for the day. But however, due to the agricultural system, food grains could be stored for a longer period. They learned how to store the food grains for a longer period of time, and there was surplus food available. Hence, men and women had enough spare time. And thus, some women and men began to get spare time for various experimentation and for using their natural creativity to develop special skills. And therefore, some started making beads out of bones, out of dried steak, out of colorful stones. Then they started making earthen pots, that is, pots out of mud. So members with such capability of having various different type of creativity and skills were given the work on the basis of their skill. Thus arose crafts like making earthen pots, beads, etc. It is believed that in the new Stone Age, women made earthen pots and other earthen objects by hand. During the time of hunting and gathering food, all the men and women were constantly involved in getting their food. But in agricultural system, food grains could be stored for a longer period, and as more food was available than required by the people, there was enough spare time which was available for them. Men and women used this spare time to develop their special skills. and they got work based on these skills and various crafts like making earthen pots, beads, making wooden implements, making stone implements, which were required for agricultural activities, came into existence. And thus, people in the community became skilled craftsmen. Okay, children, let us just revise what we have learned in this part of the video. First thing is, we learned that the Stone Age man who was roaming from one place to another, started living in one place, started growing crops, and started storing the crops also. He started domesticating wild animals, and dog was the first wild animal that he domesticated. So he learned to capture the wild animal. He also learned to tame the captured wild animal to live with the humans. Then obtaining useful material like milk from the domesticated animal and training them to work for humans as beasts of burden. This gave rise to animal husbandry. Now, what is animal husbandry? The process wherein humans domesticated animals and kept them for their own use is known as the animal husbandry. Today, there are many fields in animal husbandry like the poultry farming, pisciculture, sericulture, beekeeping, sheep and goat rearing, etc. Why did the farmers require skilled craftsmen? The farmers also required skilled craftsmen in the village settlements because they required various agricultural implements, and they also required to repair them every time. So that is why they needed skilled craftsmen to make implements for them. So these are some of the points that we revised or we learnt in this video. I hope you have understood the lesson. I request you to go through the lesson thoroughly, and we shall continue this lesson in my next video, that is part 2 of this lesson. Thank you, and please take care of yourself.